Happy and blessed Tuesday night, Team Relentless. Welcome to our Tuesday team training. We do these each and every single week, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We always get to start off with the positivity of recognition to everyone. So if you're hearing my voice and we haven't previously met, my name is Myra Ferrer. I'm one of your executives. I'm based in Tampa, Florida, and I just get to connect with you all and serve in this purpose. I will tell you, this decision of joining the company, being part of this industry, has overall changed mine and my family's life tremendously. It's been one of the best adult decisions I've ever made. And I'm sure that if you follow the system and pursue your goals and your dreams, this too as well can translate to the same thing for you and your loved ones. So welcome, a huge welcome if you're brand new. I know our team loves to continue to grow. So congratulations on making that very first initial decision and that step forward. You're going to want to thank your leader forever, because I promise, being introduced to something like this, again, it'll just transform your life. But we're going to start off in the spirit of celebration. We want to recognize those top agents that so far for this volume month have had the highest number of client enrollments so far. It may be you or perhaps the person that introduced you, but I'm going to want the team to show them a lot of love in the chat as well. So starting off in the number one spot for the highest customer enrollments, we have Portia Burnett, Trayvon Henderson, Sandra Brooks, Dominique Brown, Victoria Pena, and David Marquez. So huge shout out to them. Go ahead and show them some love, remembering that the ways you celebrate others' success will always translate into the way you are as well celebrated when it's your time up. Moving on to our second list, we're going to recognize the top agents who have so far led the way with expanding our family. Perhaps that's the individual that introduced you. And again, you're going to hear these names many times repeated because they're being a proven product of the process, the system, and the way that all of this works. The number one spot held by Tishia Rolon, and next, Paola Tenorio. So welcome, congratulations, boss ladies. I mean, listen, they do say that in this industry, most individuals that actually earn the six-figure income or higher, we got about 80% of that pie, ladies. So again, huge congratulations to everyone. And I look forward to being able to expand those lists, expand those names, and getting tongue-tied where it's names of people that I do not yet know. But again, huge congratulations to you all. So we definitely had the blessing of an amazing corporate event this past Saturday. We had our Super Saturday event in Atlanta, Georgia. Go ahead and put some flames in the chat if you were able to be there. But here's the thing. The good thing is that regardless, our company, I'm sure, will update us for future events. But for tonight's training, we're actually going to get to hear from individuals that were there. And starting off tonight as well, we've been able to bring on some individuals to start speaking, because testimonies, I think, are the very best way for individuals to hear about ways that this can translate into their success as well. You see, we may meet people along the way and not necessarily see similarities. We may see people at high levels of success and just think, man, that's so far out of reach from where I am. If this is my day one, if I just got started, how is it even possible for me? But the beauty of trainings like this and the beauty of testimonies and being great at stories of success is that you can understand it all began with day one. Understand we all have the same back office, the same access to these tools. And when you follow a system and duplicate what others have done on their journey, on their success journey, then you can also create that for yourself. So without any further delay, I really want to acknowledge and give a huge shout out to another boss lady. She actually spoke on one of our training sessions and gave us so many golden nuggets not too long ago. I could see her as an attendee, but if our host can please set Susanne Dilworth as a co-host so she can go ahead and unmute her line. But Susanne, congratulations on having attended this past Saturday. I understand you can actually speak to us a little bit about what that experience was like for us. Can you hear me, boss lady?
Hey, good evening, everybody. Yes, I can hear you, Myra, loud and clear. Can everybody hear me?
Yes, we can. We can hear you loud and clear and see your beautiful smile on that screen, boss lady. I would love to hear firsthand from you. What are some few points that you would like to highlight about this past weekend so the team can learn from what you experienced?
Yeah, well, most definitely. I want to get one thing back to you, my fiance says that a lot too. He says people should focus on similarities instead of differences. And our society always wants to focus on differences and not understand that that's what keeps us apart instead of being one and feeling one. We're always looking at what does that person have different than me. So with that being said, you know, I really went there with a lot on my mind because it was a busy day. I had several invitations for different things. And so when I woke up in the morning to get ready for the Super Saturday, it's about my maybe 8th or 9th Super Saturday, I really had to, you know, go deep inside me and understand that Super Saturdays are a tool given by this company to use to make us better. So when I got there, again, I was in my headspace a lot. A woman was in the elevator with me, right? And we walked out of the elevator. We both turned in the same direction. We walked towards the Super Saturday. And I said, oh, okay, so are you going to the Super Saturday, to the financial literacy? And she's like, oh, no, I'm going to the realtor event. She's like, what financial literacy? What? She's like, what do you do? Wait, what? And I said, oh, yeah, well, I believe it's here somewhere as a financial literacy, you know, because I was looking, you know, there's a lot of hallways and stuff. And she said, wow, that sounds like where I need to be right now. And I said, why, are you a realtor? And she said, no, I'm an investor. And she gave me her business card. And it's just about going, no matter what's in your headspace, just getting out of it and just being about the action, being about what you've been trained to do. So with that being said too, I walked in, the Super Saturday was popping. Criss Holder was talking about the compensation plan, about the protection plan, of course, at first. And then I had to make some decisions, like I said, whether I would stay or go. And unfortunately, I had to miss the bulk of the training part, but I can definitely tell you until about 11 o'clock while I was there, they poured so much into us. It was great to see all of our leaders in person. So we had Arnold, we had Criss Holder, like I just said, everybody, Robin Robinson, Alicia Barnes, Dante Smith was there, definitely holding it down, looking fantastic. You guys, please use Super Saturdays to leverage off of it for your new agents specifically. I always tell myself the first 2 Super Saturdays are for you. And then after that, it's about inviting your agents to attend. So thank you so much for, yeah, it was great.
Awesome. Well, congratulations on your continued success. I'm so glad for you. You know, and team, look, it's the truth, like what she said. A lot of times people disconnect themselves or associate themselves or disqualify themselves from such high levels of accomplishments because they think, well, that's them though, and that's that person, and that's that individual. But what I've seen time and time again is that when you get to see the bigger picture, you see how valuable of an individual you are with your own unique person, and just understanding that there's a spot for you right there. And you get to hear those high level of journeys that these people have gone through and what it has taken for them to really get to where they are. It becomes all that more real. It becomes all that more achievable and very inspiring. And you can also become a fabulous storyteller. You know, your success doesn't have to be what people feed off of as far as envisioning it for themselves. And when you think about, look at that, I don't think things happen by accident. With being able to randomly meet someone else, you know, that was meant to be. Now you have this amazing contact, Susanne, for someone else that can really be in a position of wanting to make those types of choices and potentially partner or be an excellent referral source. So again, huge congratulations to you. Thank you for that amazing share.
I wanted to say congratulations to my agents as well. So it was the top performing agents of selling protection plans. Congratulations to my agents, Portia and Sandra. I am so proud of you. I think they've been in business just about 2 or 3 weeks. So keep it up, ladies. So proud of you.
Excellent. Definitely. Fabulous. All these boss ladies. Listen, I hope the fellas start getting jealous. Anyhow, we're going to move on to our very second testimony as well. Now, this name, I mean, you all are going to definitely continue to hear it because I could see week after week. It's been someone I've been able to recognize, as well as for tonight, having been named in our top customer enrollments as well. So I know she's connected. I know she's on board. Miss Dominique Brown, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you loud and clear, boss lady. Go ahead and just drop some gems. I know you've already gotten used to doing that, and you're obviously killing the game. I would love for you to be able to kind of share some of the takeaways or some highlights from having attended Super Saturday this weekend. Take it away.
Okay, so first off, I was super excited. Like, I was so nervous. I'm not even gonna sit here and play. I was nervous. My husband, my very supportive husband, came with me, and we had an awesome time. It was just simply the energy in the room. It was literally rubbing off on me every second. From the stories and Criss Holder's jokes, like, I was laughing and crying. And also it was just phenomenal hearing from all of the leaders, hearing the touching stories. I actually brought back some leadership skills immediately, getting my team organized and holding ourselves more accountable. One thing that I took away was Alfred's wife. She said that she had to get out of her way. Right now, I'm anxious talking to you guys. I'm suffering from anxiety, but I am working on that. I work here at a lounge, and I'm getting out of my way. Actually, on the elevator, leaving the event, we ran into this guy that said that he was looking for another way. He was at the event, and he was looking for another way to make income because he was working 12-hour shifts, 7 days a week. And I was like, oh my goodness, like, that sounds like me as a parent. Actually, I work 24/7, but this guy, every day, there are people out here looking for a way. Millions of people out here looking for a way. So with that being said, as soon as I get off this call, I'm going to go in here and talk to the owner of the lounge so that I can start hosting events here, because I simply have to get out of my own way. That would be my jam, to get out of your way.
Wow, that's phenomenal. Thank you so much, boss lady. You did it again, really, just being genuine and transparent. Look, you can identify what a potential struggle is and whatnot, but decide that you're going to flip the switch and let that be something you grow through. And listen, we all had our day one. We all started out brand new. We all started out not knowing, but if we kept ourselves in that space, we would not see the next level of our growth. And that translates into the next level of our success, which we get to see with you as well, having topped the charts again. So congrats on that. But also think, she's already going to step out of her comfort zone, take it to the next level, because the next level of her success is going to demand that too, right? I mean, if you've gotten to a point in life and you've achieved what you have so far, fabulous. But you kind of already know what to expect unless you step into anything new, unless you step into anything else that challenges you. So great luck with getting that done. I have no doubt that you'll be able to secure that location and move forward and continue to duplicate that. See, another thing she said about the energy that was there and her experience, I think it was awesome that your spouse was there. But the other thing is, energy never goes away. It's only transferred. So when you choose and you're conscious to transfer that energy into growth and positivity, there's pretty much nothing that you can't accomplish. So again, huge congratulations to you. I know that we'll continue to hear your name and see your journey of success and celebrate each and every step right with you. So we're going to move on to the very third testimony for tonight. And, you know, this is actually very near and dear to me. I've had opportunities of being able to connect with this boss lady directly, either in conversation or at events. And overall, I've always had appreciation and respect for what she's been able to do. She is so very connected and driven by her faith. And, you know, I know this is not church, guys. I'm definitely not a saint. I'm no pastor. I can come from a very imperfect place, but I will tell you that you have to have faith. And I know that everything that she does is driven by that. You know, we've been able to even do some webinars and calls together in Spanish. That was a gift, because for me, it was just an experience to see that nothing was going to hold her back. Nothing is going to ever hold her back. And she's continuing to flourish and grow on this. So I did see her name as well. I would love for us all to hear from Miss Tishia Rolon. Can you hear me?
Hi, yes. Good evening, Myra. How are you? God bless. I want to thank you, Myra, for such a beautiful introduction. It's been my pleasure to work with you. Dominique, I'm going to please give it all to you. You are a gem. You are a gem. Just to feedback off Dominique, when you say that you're anxious and I have seen this young lady come from the 4th time trying to do this platform. Not 1, not 2, not 3, 4 times, guys. She paid $2.99. And in the past 2 months, I've seen her grow so much. This is why I believe in this platform. This is why I believe in what I do, because I get to see this young woman just grow. And I know I'm going to see her on stage. I know that she's going to succeed. So Dominique, thank you for your hard work. She did come back. She came back on fire. She said, Tishia, I got Monday meetings. And she set everybody's expectations, hold everybody accountable. So that event was definitely a game changer for her. And I guess what all I want to say tonight is she's an example of why I do what I do. I made sure that she felt comfortable. I was not able to make it there, but we stayed in contact pretty much every hour on the hour. I wanted to make sure that she knew, and thank you guys for those that supported her there. It was her first time going by herself. For me, I'm a quick story of David asked me to come on and kind of say what is it that I'm doing that that's helping me come back into the business. Right after I shut down, I started off as field trainer, back as field trainer. And Dominique is an example of that. I just serve, right? So there's no secret here. I'm not going to give any of these. Just what I do is I ask, which means I shall receive. I write it down. I make it clear. And then I do the work. The work is my being grateful. I have a quick story right here, quick testimony. On December 1st, I went out of my way to look for these dates. December 1st, I made a flyer. I had attended a Super Saturday, actually, and I made a flyer of Billy Scott, Alfred Nixon, and Marlon D. Hester. Power of Credit. And I put my Reverend Pedro and Reverend Han, which were my two first agents. And I put the date December 12th. Don't know why, just put December 12th. I created this flyer on December 1st. I reached out to David Marquez December 3rd. Asked him to connect me with Alfred Nixon. Without a question, he did. On December 3rd, I asked Alfred Nixon to make me a presentation that I could present to reverends, apostles, anyone in that industry. And I even sent them a copy of the flyer I had. It so confused Alfred Nixon that he asked, is this flyer live? And I responded, no, it's not. This is what I was manifesting, guys. On December 10th, he gave me the presentation. But prior to that, on December 9th, on December 7th, I had not heard from him. And so I hit him up again. I said, Alfred Nixon, I know you're busy, sir, but this is something that I really need. And he responded with, I have GoPro going on. And I'm sure everybody here knows what GoPro is, right? So he was packed. He was done. But it wasn't about him. It wasn't about David. It was that I believed 100%. I asked. I wrote it down. I made the flyer. That was my writing down. I put a picture of Billy, a picture of Alfred, a picture of Marlon. The date and time with the Zoom information. And I had no video, guys. I didn't put it live, of course not. But I had one of my agents, Tishia, that's not right. We got to do a backup. We got to do a backup. I had no backup. There is no backup. Because if a backup means I'm lacking faith, I don't believe that I can. I don't believe that God will. December 10th, I got a message from Alfred Nixon. Here's the video. Let me know how it goes. Now I have manifested that December 1st. So I guess my message to you guys is there's nothing we can't do. We all are enough. The only difference is that we got to put the work in. And so for me, my work, my job is to invest in Dominique and show Dominique what is it that she has that she doesn't see yet. My schedule is a disaster. It's messy. It's ugly. It gets high, low. But if I made a promise and I want God to go ahead and fulfill his side, then I have to do my side. And then in the midst of it, I get to witness the growth and beauty of other people growing. So my message is, if you really, really stay authentic, people know when you're bullshitting. If you really, really, really mean, we struggle up, we want 10 agents, 2 agents, 3 agents. We get them, and then what? Ask them questions. Ask them about their life. I was able to sign up 2 people today with no intent. They just had a problem that I could find a solution, and then the conversation opened and they became agents. So I guess stay humble, stay kind, stay real, stay honest. Ask, write it down, and do the work. You guys have full tools. We have so many awesome trainers here. Awesome, amazing trainers. So we got 0 excuses. Dominique, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for your dedication. I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody in my team. We are one. We're all business partners. So that's my message for tonight. Stay humble, stay kind, stay real. And if I can manifest that, then it exists. Listen, write the book. That's my suggestion. Get the book, The Secret. So that's all I have for tonight. I'm going to pass it back to you, Myra. I hope that helps somebody, inspire somebody. You guys are enough. We are enough. There is nothing that we cannot do. So that's my message to you guys. I hope you all
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have a blessed night, boss lady. Thank you so much. Come on, team. Show some, confetti. Celebrate that in the chat. Show her some love, because I will tell you, I've met this young lady, a while back, and I know that she's growing even just by getting on and speaking with everyone. Also an example of getting out of her comfort zone, but also an example of being dedicated to her decision. So I know that, it's so powerful. Like you said, we're all capable of doing it and accomplishing it. We all have access to the same tools, but you have to know where you're going as well. So it's so important to have that commitment with yourself, have that commitment with your team, and definitely staying plugged in. Now, I did also see we have someone else that can definitely pour back into the team, always something that he does regularly, and also being able to speak to us about what went down on that Super Saturday event. I'm going to go ahead and just direct everyone's attention to none other than one of our ambassadors, Dr. Arnold Bogerty. He's always poured into the team. And I know that this is, these are long days for him perhaps, but he's always making sure that he can give back and give back and give back. I see that he is on camera. Dr. Arnold Bogerty is there. What takeaways can you give out to the team for tonight? How was that Super Saturday?
Hey, what's going on, guys? Can you hear me okay?
Yes, loud and clear.
Yeah, guys, so Super Saturdays, I like to say that's where the magic happens. They're a little more local, but I tell you what, the energy that they bring is amazing, especially since, we haven't had, I'm not sure if that's the first Super Saturday we've had. No, if it was, I would have been to it. So, I think that's the first Super Saturday besides the virtual one, that they had since, everything has come back together. And I tell you what, it's almost like becoming a family reunion. There's only so much you can get, virtual. When you're virtual, see, I got screens off and everything like that. Listen, when you're at an event, you can't turn your screen off because you are there. You feel the energy, you feel the passion, you hear the stories, it's just a different feeling, a different level, as far as, just being around the people, who has the same vision as you, has the same mindset as you. And then, being around people who have been where you've been, like, Dominique said, just hearing the stories and just those what we call elevator conversations, the hallway conversations, even sometimes, the bathroom conversation of your guys. It's weird standing next and talking about something, but it happens. All right. Just all the conversations that you hear, guys. But, I just have to, when I hear things, me being a leader, I don't believe, and I believe that if you have a chance to bring people, and if it's your first event or if your 90th event, you bring people to the events, all right? Events is where the magic happens. I remember going to my first event, guys, my first event ever in network marketing. And the reason why I got such a fast start, guys, because I had 6 people there with me that went, because my mentor told me, hey, get as many people to this training as you can. And so I do believe that, hey, the first one, yes, you want to be attentive, but you don't want anybody to miss it. And I know we're going to have a lot more events that are popping up. Criss was talking about, New York, you got California, you got something about to go on in Texas. And then I just spoke with Alfred. I mean, he called me while I was at my Boy Scout meeting. He said, hey, he wants to put something together here in Tampa. And I said, hey, Tampa will not let you down, guys. And so, but in order to do that, and I know not everybody is here in Tampa, but in order to do that, guys, we have to get, that passion, that fire. Last thing you want is a top leader. And we're talking about the top leader in our company coming to our market, and our market isn't where it needs to be. And so we need to follow the example, of a Tishia Rolon and the ladies, on the morning grind. That's the morning grind crew. Listen, here's what I'm saying, guys. And, you guys saw me put a post about the morning grind. I don't think it's an accident that they're winning. All right. That morning grind just has something special about it. I've been on it a few times now. And I tell you what, you really want to get into the nitty gritty to what's going on, how they're winning, how they're succeeding, guys. You hop on that morning grind and they'll tell you just how open that forum is. But, back to the Atlanta Super Saturday, guys. I was blessed to be able to make it to Atlanta, guys. I try not to miss any training. As a matter of fact, I don't think I've ever missed a training in the 8.5 years that I've been in, network marketing. But what I wanted to talk about and takeaways is Criss Holder. And Criss Holder is phenomenal. I actually didn't know who he was when I first got there. All right. He looks a lot taller on camera. The dude's probably 5'9", maybe 125 pounds soaking wet. All right. But it's not the size of the man. All right. It's about the value that they bring. And what he talked about was building a team. And sometimes, us as leaders, sometimes we need to be reminded of things that we learned in the past. Sometimes our trainings try to get so specialized and we forget the basics. But Criss was talking about, how to build a team. And I have a ton of notes that I wrote, guys. And look, I had to go old school. I don't know if you guys remember having to staple, some papers together. All right. But I was going to make sure that I didn't miss notes. So I went down to the front desk, got a whole bunch of printer paper, and I stapled it together, because if you go there and you don't take notes, guys, what's the reason for going? You want to be present, but you also want to remember. And, what Criss was talking about, how to build a team. And I want you guys to maybe take notes or write it down a little bit. But he said, when you build a team, all right, when you think of sales, say, why would someone follow me? And I think that is key. Why would somebody follow me? If you're trying to sell somebody a dream, and we hear the cliche, you can't be looking like a nightmare. And a nightmare could come in so many forms. It could come in negativity. It could come in, the way we present ourselves. It could come in so many ways. And so when you think about the success that you're having or the success that you're not having, what are you portraying? You need to ask yourself, would you follow you right now? Would you trust you with their finances? And that's a really big deal. I hear people, in this industry, and especially in our company, saying, hey, I can't get nobody to enroll, or, if this is difficult, but yet they haven't really looked at themselves. And so when you're brand new, that's the shell. That's where you start. Okay. But you got to become a better person every day. And once people start seeing improve, then they start to come to you. And I can use an example of our executive ambassador. This is David Marquez. When he first started, he was learning, but he was a DJ then, not too much credibility. And David would tell you in the beginning for him, it was a little bit more difficult than, let's say, in the beginning for me, because I had the credibility. But then David just kept growing and growing and growing, and people saw that he was serious. And then bam, he goes from sales director. I remember one time we had a 5-week volume and we double ranked. I think he went from, it was vice president to executive vice president in what was it, 90 days or 45 days or something like that. It was crazy, just because he became a better person. So I want you to look at, hey, would you follow you? All right. Are you the person to be followed right now? And in the beginning, remember, guys, you don't have the credibility. Remember, you don't have the credibility. And there was a young lady, I think she asked a question. She said, hey, you know what? And this was toward the afternoon session. And she asked a question and she said, hey, you know, I work here at Atlanta at the clubs. And you guys know, if you've ever been to Atlanta, you know what type of clubs that she's talking about. And she said, you know, how is it that I can get people to follow me when I've been in that life the entire time? And I love how it was Morgan, and this was sort of a side talk. It wasn't during the panel, but I love how Morgan answered that. You know, he said, hey, people, when you introduce yourself to a person for the first time, that's the person they're meeting. They don't need to, you know, you don't need to focus on your past or what you've done before. And so that's building that credibility right there. And then you can kind of change it going forward and become that better person. But, you know, we're talking about in the beginning, you might not have that credibility, guys, but guess what? You can build it, but you got to go ahead and use your upline and start doing those three-way calls. And that's another training that we're going to have. And I think I may train on next week, guys, because in order for us to get that momentum back, you know, we're going to have to start enlisting the help of each other. Criss talked about, hey, building a team, it takes more than one person. It takes more than two people. All right. It takes a collective group of people to expand the team. And as the team grows, all right, that collective group of people has to continually grow. And I think that's where we slacked off a little bit in our company right now, or especially in our market, because we haven't been three-way calls. We haven't been taking advantage of each other's strengths. All right, guys. And so that's something we need to do a little bit more of. And remember, guys, you know, another thing you said, people are embarrassed to talk about, you know, their personal life and their money. And especially if they're talking to family. And he said it like that because a lot of the time we get so upset about family not joining us, and, you know, family maybe not supporting us in this venture right here, especially, you know, if they may be coming on as clients. You know, they think, hey, I'm going to have to talk to you about my finances. I remember that you were, you know, little Arnold with the snotty nose, you know, run up and down Blaine Avenue, you know, with your shoes off. You know, I helped raise you. Now I want to tell you about my finances. So we have to remember, guys, that it's not that they don't support us, guys. It's just that they see us a different way. And I, you know, I thought that was really powerful, and something that, you know, I haven't had to go through in a while, because people know, hey, this is what I do. But in the beginning, you know, don't get mad at your family. Don't get mad at your friends for maybe not becoming clients or maybe not supporting you right away, because they don't know you as that type person. And again, that's when having that third line, that three-way, you know, edifying someone and letting the expert come in, somebody that's not you, all right, close that sale. You give them that credibility and they go. So guys, there were a lot of takeaways. Tonight is not my night to train. I was just asked to come on and just share my takeaways. But here's a takeaway going forward, guys. If you can make it to training, all right, make it to training. Atlanta was about 6 hours away, and I know it was very short notice, but you can see from the people that went there on fire, and there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And, you know, when you decide to try to do something great, the devil's going to always put something in your path. All right. And you have to just go ahead and run through that and bust through it. You know, we have a motto is that, hey, we will never, ever miss training, never miss trainings. All right. Do everything you can to make it to training, especially to the Super Saturdays and obviously to the major events, because big decisions are made at bigger events. Yes, we have a lot of local events here. You know, we have our PBRs, and, you know, we have our trainings that are going to start back up, that are starting back up. But it's nothing like getting in that atmosphere where you see the people that you see on the webinars, that you see on, you know, Millionaire Mindset, that, you know, are $1 million earners. All right. And you hear their stories. It's nothing like seeing them in person, getting in that atmosphere. And so if I was you guys, I would just commit, hey, get to every training. All right. Make it to every training. Stay around the campfire. Why? Because we're around negativity all day. Okay, you have once a week training here that we do. All right, you have, you know, once a week Millionaire Mindset training. But then, you know, after that, guys, you have the whole world 24/7, all right, that's bashing you. It's like going to church, how people get that recharge. I know I go to Grace and I try not to miss a church service, guys, because every Sunday I need that recharge, because the rest of the other 6 days of the week, guys, you got the world bashing on you. It's the same thing with our industry. It's the same thing with our business. You know, you got to go and you got to get that recharge. And that Super Saturday, was definitely a recharge for me. I know it was a recharge for the people that attended. It was just a different smile, different swag, you know, seeing people just come back together. And so that's a takeaway I got, guys, is just make it to training. Always look at yourself before you blame somebody else for something. Okay. Always look inwards, not outwards, and just become a better person each and every day. And, you know, the rest will take care of itself. So I'll go ahead and throw it back to Myra, and we can go ahead and bring on our trainers.
Thank you. Always bringing that knowledge. Thank you so much. A lot of very strong points. And, you know, another thing about where you gave the example of those stories, and when you're going to try to approach someone about this industry, the beauty of this is you can always take advantage of someone else's success story. So let's all implement that. Definitely plug others into, hey, I met someone. Hey, I met this gentleman named David. I met this gentleman named Arnold, and it's incredible what they've been able to do. So you can remove yourself from where you are at the present moment in time, but still not let that interfere with where someone else can see themselves by way of another success story. So let's go on into this training. I know this boss lady has a great deal of information to share. She had gotten started on some of the nuggets and shared it with us a few weeks back. It was kind of like a boss ladies takeover training on a Tuesday, I guess you could call it. But I really want to just get myself out the way. And please give all of your undivided attention to another executive. She's based in the Tampa area. She's worn many hats, has also created a great deal of success. And I know she's just gotten started. So I saw her connected and plugged in. And Miss Bianca Baez, can you hear me, boss lady? You ready?
Hey, yes, ma'am. I'm ready to go.
All right, let's go. Take it away.
Hey, everybody. Good evening. Okay, so I got a phone call today that we're going to be having a lot more events coming up. So David just wanted me to run back through this training again with you guys. So that way everybody can have a good understanding of creating events on Eventbrite. I'm going to be starting my Wednesday afternoon financial literacy program overviews. Arnold is going to be doing Wednesdays at 9 p.m. So we want to make sure that we're creating those events so that way we can have more strangers come. Arnold, can you, it says that I can't screen share. It says it's disabled.
Either Chris or Jackie, I believe, may have controls to be able to sit you as co-host so you can share the screen.
All right, thank you.
All right, you should be good.
Thank you. All right, so I'm actually gonna set mine up. So I've been having a lot going on, right? All of us are really busy. And tomorrow I actually have home showings in the morning. So I wanted to start doing Wednesdays at 12, but I decided to go ahead and bump it to 1 o'clock. So that way I can give myself enough time to get home and get situated after helping my client, right? Because I'm gonna be out in Brandon and Riverview. So I finally got my flyer created. I've done trainings on how to create flyers through Canva before. If you're new, you can always look up my YouTube channel. It's Bianca Baez. There's a lot of trainings that I have recorded before, like consultation training, Canva flyer training, a lot of different things on there, right? So this as well will be added, how to create events on Eventbrite. So what I did was I came in here. You go to eventbrite.com. It's going to ask you to create an account if you don't already have an account with them. Once you get it created, it'll ask you basically to create an event, a live event. So I came in here and I started just putting in the basic information while everybody was going over their time. So that way we could have something started here. So what I do, because obviously we want to be in compliance with everything that we're promoting, is you can come here to enroll/marketing through the UCES protection plan. And then you go to flyer. And once you hit on flyer, it's going to give you meeting flyer, general flyer, letters. So there's tax letters, letters for realtors, letters for churches. These are things that you can print out to promote and to send to people, right? So here is meeting flyer verbiage. So it's basically you can use your own flyers Your own pictures, meeting times, location, contact info, everything else can be yours, but only the language spelled out below may be available on the flyer for business marketing purposes. This basically means that our lawyers have approved all of this for marketing content is good to go. I personally like this piece down here at the bottom for the beginning part, and then I add this in. So if you notice, then I made the name learn how to budget, save, and build or restore your credit to buy a home, because we don't just help people build or restore their credit. We have budgeting tools, we have saving tools, we have willpower and trust. So I want to introduce them to the fact that I'm not just a credit repair person, like so many people label themselves. So my name is Bianca Baez with United Wealth Educators on here. I put it as a seminar or a talk, a business or professional, as far as the subcategory. And then I put it in under investment, because at the end of the day, everybody who is coming to us to fix their credit, they want to invest in something, whether it's a new car, a business, a new home, investment properties. They have a vision of something greater for themselves. So we want to be able to appeal to those people who might be looking for those things. And then you can come in here and you can add tags, credit, finance, home ownership, investment, real estate, credit repair. You can see in here credit management. There's a lot of different things going on. You can see there's 100 events for credit repair, credit whatever, but really 100 events compared to how many millions of people there are in Florida, in the United States. You know what I mean? That's nothing. That's a tip of the iceberg. You're still very exclusive to the field. You know what I mean? So I'm going to make it an online event right now. I am waiting to get an office. We're probably going to be in January getting an in-person office. So right now I'm just going to do my events online. I'm going to make it a reoccurring event. Display end time. So once I put in here, reoccurring event, I'm going to hit save and continue. Obviously, if you're in a different time zone, you got to change your time, right? So I'm going to start it on this Monday. I'm going to do 1 p.m. Something I love about this too through Eventbrite is obviously like me just putting out the events tonight, I probably won't have anybody register, right? But for the next couple of weeks, it will be promoting. Eventbrite will be promoting your event. It'll be putting it in front of people's faces, and eventually you'll have people registering. Like in my previous one, I've had over 54 people register to in-person or online events, and a lot of people have shown up through Eventbrite. So weekly, I'm gonna put the end time 2 p.m. I'm gonna make it every Wednesday. End date, let's see. I'm gonna put after 100 events. But yeah, so something I do love about it is that if you get to the point where you have a recording of what you have going on, like tomorrow, I'm probably just gonna play the recording because I'm probably not gonna have anybody show up. But if I have anybody register last minute, or if I invite anybody personally within the next couple of hours, then of course I'll do a live one. But if not, I can do my roadmap to homeownership recording that I have on YouTube as well. So main event image, I'm gonna go see here. If you haven't designed one already, you can go through design with Canva, but I already prepared myself for this event. It's been a long time coming. So let's see, documents, downloads. So it should be down here. These are all the ones that I've been saving. Let's see. A little bit bigger. All right, so you can see here I have power of credit. I did a couple of different ones with different images. I play around with it a lot. But you can see here, it shows power of credit, Bianca Baez, 12 to 1 p.m. every Wednesday. I'm gonna leave it like that because I'm gonna change the times for next week starting 12 to 1. So I'm gonna just leave it like this. You can crop it. I'm gonna pull it down to here so that way my legs aren't the only thing that they see. But you can see I got everything in here as far as the information. I'm gonna shorten this up a little bit. Save it like that. So that they can see, come learn the process to building your credit to get pre-approved for things like homes, cars, business credit. Has my phone number on there, has credit application, live on Zoom, register through Eventbrite, text info now. So they can get the gist of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to UWE. I'm gonna copy and paste all of this information here. Copy, Eventbrite. Paste. And then summary. Get the tools you need to build, organize, and protect your finances. So that is literally from one of our flyers, because of the tools that we have with our services, you know. So I'm gonna take this one as well, copy this. They make it easy for you guys, so that way you don't have to sit here and think about, oh, what should I put on the flyer? What do I need to type out? You don't have to worry about that. Go take it from your back office and what's compliant. I am gonna add some images here. Let's see. I find that when people can see you and you know what you look like, they feel a little bit more comfortable. I'm gonna add in this image that I have here is about the NACA program. So basically NACA is down payment assistance for clients that if they need down payment assistance or their closing costs paid for, they will do that. So I'm gonna add in a couple of different flyers that are gonna be able to educate the clients on, hey, what do we have coming? And then we have the business credit that we can add in that we just got, and we have the secured card. So look, the living will and trust. There's a lot of different things that you guys can add in here, you know. So I'll just add in a few more. Let me see. I'll add in my first-time home buyers. Because I also want to promote my other event every Wednesday, 7 to 8 p.m. I actually do a home buyers event, which is tailored to the home buying process, right? So we'll go in here, save it, continue. And then if we go to attendee event page, it is going to say link another provider, connect with Zoom. You can put in your URL here. So you can actually schedule it through Zoom. Obviously, I can't do that right now because I'm on live with you guys, but you can go into Zoom on the calendar and you can schedule events and it'll automatically come up with a link, and you add your link in here. You add the title. I don't know if it's gonna let me, yeah, it's gonna ask me for my Zoom link. So I can't move forward from right here. Let me see. I'll take the one from this event for tonight, and then I can go back and edit it. Yes. All right, here we go. This is the one I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna put this, paste this in here. It just wants the URL. So I'm gonna delete all of this. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna paste it in. And I'm doing this with you guys step by step, so that way you guys can see exactly how it's done. Everybody should have an Eventbrite coming up for everything, for Arnold's events, for mine events, because you never know who's gonna sign up and show up. So why not have your own link? You know, like I told you guys the last time I did this training, I've had complete strangers show up, end up in business with me, or made great networking connections that ended up leading to something more. So why not? You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, somebody's gonna get some information and then eventually make a decision. So paid, free, I'm gonna do free, available quantity. I'm gonna go 50 tickets. Well, I'll do 100 just because, why not? Free ticket sales, and I'm gonna say 1 minute before, because if somebody sees the event a minute before it starts, hey, log in, why not? All right, advanced settings, save. So now you can see general admission, 100, free, and then you can publish it. Which I have to change the Zoom link information, so I'm not gonna publish it right now. But yeah, so that's it. Create just like how they tell us all the time, when it comes to meetings, promote every event. This team call should have been promoted on your Facebook page. It should have been promoted on your stories. Super Saturday, even if you can't go, promote it. Whenever we have leadership meetings, from UWE, the 1 o'clock calls, promote it, paste it, because people like to see you active in your business. If you post about your business once a month, you don't have a business, you have a hobby, you have a thought. That's a thought, you thinking about doing this business. But if you're posting about it every single day consistently, you're going to build a brand behind your name, and people are going to know you, they're going to like you, and they're going to trust you if you give them the value that they deserve. If you want them to spend money with you, right, you got to give them something. So thank you guys. I hope you guys have a great night, and I'll make sure to get this recording uploaded to YouTube soon.
Awesome. Thank you so much, boss lady. Guys, let's give it up for Bianca in the chat. I mean, how smooth was she with that? So clearly she's not new to doing this, and she's speaking from the experiences of what has helped her win and grow tremendously. So it's definitely things that we can implement and ways that you can expand to the network of people that can attend. You got to think sometimes a little bit outside of the box. It's not just maybe the in-person sit down and opportunities. You can also be your own boss with this opportunity and create Eventbrite links. And a lot of people like to leverage that type of tool because they can do that from the comfort of their home or the comfort of wherever they choose to be. So we're going to get into this final training segment for tonight. You know, I'm really always glad to hear about this, hear what this boss lady has to say. She's continued killing it just nonstop. She's had a phenomenal success story. What she's been able to do with this has been so powerful, not only for herself, but for her family as well. I consider her family too, and always just admire her drive and her dedication. She was a very successful professional before doing this, but this opportunity has definitely changed her life as well and impacted so many around her. And she continues to be that positive influence. So let's give all of our undivided attention to lady Criss Barriner. Can you hear me?
I can hear you great. Can you hear me?
Yes, take it away.
Hey, I need everybody to do me a favor, right? Everybody right now, unmute your lines and give me a big ooh wee. Let's go. Let me hear it. Man, we got to get this energy back up. How's everybody doing? Y'all know me. I'm hyped, right? Let me tell you why I'm really hyped. We all heard the saying that strangers become business partners, right? And then business partners become family. Well, Mara has definitely been that from day one. Salute to you, Queen, for all that you do. I mean, week in, week out, month in, month out, you just always poured into us. You've always been that great representation for Team Relentless. So sis, you know I love you. Thank you so much for all you do. Arnold, Bianca, man, amazing information. Portia, Diamond, Dominique, we got so much talent right here in this team, y'all. It's time to spread it and get everybody else to buy back into what we have going on. Now, I promise you guys, I won't be before you long. I know it's already late, but trust me, y'all don't want to miss this, right? So I was asked to train on how to invite, right? Let me tell you about, again, strangers becoming business partners becoming friends and family, right? And then inviting you, right? So my little nephew, Eli, everyone knows I love him to death, right? He was playing on my laptop, messed it up, had to take it to Apple. They said it would be ready by today. Unfortunately, it wasn't. But out of nowhere, Jackie was like, Criss, don't worry about it. Come on, come to my house. You can train from my house, use my laptop. What I wasn't prepared for is I'm sitting here coming up with my training, and she walks in with this huge plate of homemade shrimp Alfredo and broccoli. Oh, it was amazing. Shout out to Jackie, man. She's really the Jackie of all trades. Trust me. If you haven't been to her house to train or learn, come. It comes with a meal. Right? All right. But without further ado, guys, I want to show you guys exactly what I've been doing to get people to see this information, whether it's in person, whether it's by webinar. And my key is this. I want to tell you guys three things. I want you guys to jot this down, and then I'm going to explain a little bit about it in more detail. So first thing, never give too much information. That's first. I want to see everybody writing that down right now. Never give too much information, right? The second thing that I want you guys to think about is being the best movie trailer, right? So again, never give too much information, be the best movie trailer. And then the third tip that I want to share with you guys is, if I can, would you? That's the three things, right? Never give too much information. Be a good movie trailer. And then third, if I can, would you, right? So here's how I want to kick off this training. And this is how we're going to do this. Jackie helped me out with this one too. So I'm going to turn my camera off for a second just so you guys can listen, but really, really listen. All right, here we go.
We're not hearing anything right now, sis.
It's about to come right now.
If you want the girl back alive, listen and do not talk. The drop will be made tonight, 11 p.m. The amount will be $50 million.
$50 million? And who you think you kidnapped, Chelsea Clinton?
Detective James Carter loved his job just a little too much.
You destroyed half a city block.
That block was already messed up.
And you lost a lot of evidence.
Still got a little bit left.
But the job got a little too dangerous.
You have 29 minutes left.
I got everything under control.
I want to speak with my daughter.
I was about to get his daughter back and you screwed it up. I would like one of my people to help.
Now it's time to bring in the master.
Please tell me you speak English. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? I don't want no partner. I don't need no partner. And I ain't gonna never have no partner. Did Kojak have a partner?
Yeah, the fat guy.
Did Columbo have a partner? No. Put your own bag in the back. I'm not a sky cat.
Beach boy.
Oh, hell no. Don't you ever touch a black man's radio, boy. Yeah.
They're two cops with nothing in common.
Do it again. Like this.
Except the case
Hello, you have one more chance.
they can't walk away from.
Agent Carter's very passionate about finding your daughter.
Which one of y'all kicked me?
From New Line Cinema. The fastest hands in the East.
Wow.
Meet the biggest mouth in the West.
Just received a threat on the building. We ask you please exit the building. Do not panic. Did you hear what I just said? Get the hell out of here. Come on in the building.
Jackie Chan.
I can't hold it anymore.
Just hang on, man. I'll be right back.
Chris Tucker.
FBI. Take a picture. It's okay. Wait a minute.
Rush Hour.
We can't hear my trick. I will show you my hood.
What the hell did you just say?
All right, guys. So y'all know that's Rush Hour, right? One of my favorite movies, right? But the reason that I played that is, look how good the commentator in the background was promoting to get you excited to see that movie. They didn't give you everything the movie was going to be about. They didn't tell you, oh, it's about this and this and this and this. It just gave you clues. It gave you hints. It made you excited to want to know, like, I really got to go see that movie. That's exactly how you invite, guys. That's it. That's what I mean by don't give too much information, right? So here's what I want to do. I have the distinct honor to have one of my elites join the call tonight. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to role play some of these ways that you want to invite, because the key to inviting is also understanding the different personalities, right? So without further ado, do I have my elite, Miss Crystal Dawn on? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. Good to see you. Good to see you. So guys, this is one of my elites on my team. We all know that sales director, right? She's been killing the game, dealing with a whole lot, right? Mom of special needs kids, fighting to keep her house. You know, her dad left her, just a lot of things, but she never gave up. So I have a ton of respect for her, and she's going to come on and help me train you guys on just how we do what we do at Team Takeover and on Relentless, right? So there's there's actually a lot of different personalities, but there are three that we kind of come in contact with more often than others, right? So we have that clubber, the partier, right? And y'all know me, Team Takeover, we like to go outside. So this is our favorite way to invite, right? And then we have the influencer, right? And then thirdly, we have that family member or close friend. So really quick, I'm going to show you guys how to not give too much information and how to use if I, would you, and then to also give you guys some scripts that we've all, pretty much heard before. Actually, a lot of these scripts came from our executive ambassador, David Marquez. So I'm just going to show you guys how I take what he shared with us months ago, and for our new agents, stuff that you're probably going to be learning here soon, how we're taking that and putting it into everyday life. All right. So Crystal, let's go ahead and start with the clubber. So I'm going to paint the scene, right? We're hanging out at a bar. The whole team is out, because normally when we do these events, the whole team is there. We got a couple drinks going. We got some hookahs going. We're having a good time. So go ahead, Crystal, the clubber.
Hey, what's good? I see y'all got a bunch of hookahs and drinks. Kind of a good family vibe going on. What are y'all doing?
Oh man, listen, we just having a great time. This is what it's about. So not only do we have a great time, but we help a lot of people. All right, what do you do for a living?
I am just a stay-at-home mom right now, actually.
Stay-at-home mom, but see, you're out partying at night, so that lets me know you like to let your hair down a little bit, right?
Just a little bit, just a little bit.
All right, I got you. So if I could show you how you could live just like this, have a ton of fun, and be relaxed and still get to enjoy everyday life while taking care of the bills, would you be interested?
Oh, definitely, for sure.
Perfect. I'm gonna stop right there. Didn't give a lot of information on what I did, found out a little bit about her, and I used the if I, would you, right? Why is that important? Because obviously she approached me, she likes what she's saying, she sees us having a great time, partying, hanging out. That told me the kind of personality that she is she's a fun person. So I don't want to bore her with a ton of information about, oh, we fix your credit, get your finances. The last thing a clubber or a partier wants to hear is that formalities, right? So we want to keep it short and sweet, don't give too much information, and hit them with the if I, would you, right? So the next person that we want to attack is the influencer. This is someone that, let's just say, for example, very successful realtor, has seen a ton of success, and we might, struggle with, how do I approach someone of that magnitude? It might be a little bit easier for us to attack the clubber, the partier, but how do we get those people of influence? So let's go ahead, Crystal.
Hey, I do real estate. I have some clients interested in credit repair. I heard that you know a little bit about that. Can you tell me what you do? I'm thinking I might want to refer some people over to your office.
Oh, that would be great. Thank you so much for even thinking of me. And I mean, congratulations on all of your success. Gosh, I'm telling you, if only I could have half of the success that you'd have, man, life would be different for me, right? But I'll be honest with you though, I think I found it, and I love helping people. And I think this way that I'm helping people might be my way. I have a ton of respect for you, and I would love your opinion. If I could show you exactly how I'm able to help people fix their credit and, be able to, move and get their house and not rent, would you be interested in learning more?
Definitely, definitely. And do you think, is there a way that I could keep track of my clients at the same time?
Oh, listen, trust me, you have to come see this information that I have to show you. Here's why. I'm going to blow your mind. That question alone is going to blow your mind. Of course, because you're going to refer them to me. I'm going to show you how you can keep it all in-house and be able to track everything you do. All right, so how's that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great. When do you want to get together?
Perfect. See, right there. So the first thing influencers like, and let's just be honest, guys, everybody likes their ego stroked a little bit, right? So congratulate them. You know, tell them they're amazing at all the success they've seen. You know, kind of downplay yourself a little, not saying that you're just inferior, you shouldn't be speaking with them, but let them know you're on that same quest to be as successful, you know, equally successful, or even maybe even more successful. But then after that, then you hit them with the if I would you. Because one thing realtors don't sell houses because it's just fun, right? Realtors sell homes because they like to help people, you know, accomplish a major goal. One of the major goals in life is becoming a homeowner, but they also do it for the money, right? We've helped people fix their finances because we truly have a passion for helping people. But we'd be lying if we said we do it for the money too, right? Absolutely. So if you can show them a way that you can even enhance their finances by helping them make more money, keeping more of the business in-house, that's how you're going to have them eating out of your hands, right? And then last but not least, the family member, that close friend. So this is that family member that loves and supports everything you do. But like Arnold said earlier, they remember you as being the little snot-nosed kid running down the street, right? You don't know anything about credit, right? So how do you get them? Let's go, Crystal.
Hey, I have a question. I have a family member. They're trying to buy a house. They're looking for some stuff to fix their credit. I know you do that and you run a business doing that. Do you think that we could get together with them? Because I'd really like to see if you can help them out.
Oh, absolutely. And thank you so much for thinking about me. I mean, I know you've been my cousin for forever. You've always supported everything that I do. Even though you haven't joined me in business, you still refer people to me. And I so appreciate you for that.
For sure.
Let me ask you this though. So you really want to help them fix their credit because they have some personal financial goals that they want to reach, right? So I need practice. Like I partner with some people that are really trying to show me how to become not only a better person, but how to build my own business and become an entrepreneur. And I want to show them that I'm serious. So if I could invite you to my home tomorrow at 7 with some of my business partners, my new business partners that I met, you're not obligated to buy anything. Matter of fact, you can leave your wallet at home. I just want to practice giving this information to you in front of them. Could you do that?
I could definitely do that. It's helping them, supporting you. It's a win-win on both sides.
See, I knew I could count on you, cousin. Perfect. That's it. So you see what I did there, right? Even though I literally didn't address the question she asked, I did it in a different way because my goal is, yeah, of course I can just tell her, send your friend to me, I'll help them out. But I want her to truly see this information because she might be interested as well. And then when she finds out that there's possibly a way that she can even earn an additional income, but I don't want to go into all that. I don't want to give away the movie. I just want to be a great trailer. And that's all you do, guys. So I'm going to leave you all with this. Always be authentically you. Don't try to be a person that you're not, you know, people can sense it. Be you. Always be you. And then understand this. No matter how successful a person might be, no matter how beneath or inferior you are, the good thing about what we do is we have things to help people on the whole spectrum. We can help the most successful business person. We can help the lawyer, the doctor. We can help the person that just got off Section 8 or the struggling DJ that's working 4 jobs with kids that can't get approved for a mortgage. We have the tools to help everyone. We have the tools that can bless that military guy that was in the special forces for 16 years, and people are probably wondering, well, why in the hell didn't you do the last 4? We have something for everyone. So we are just as much of an asset as anyone else is because of this industry. All right, guys. So hopefully that gave you some nuggets. Guys, go out, invite. As a matter of fact, as Bianca just alluded to, we have Wednesday night starting. Use these tools. Use that never give away too much information. Use that be the good movie trailer. Use that if I can, would you? Now, tonight, tomorrow, and let's get some people in front of the camera on that webinar because again, we know we have everything to help anyone. That's my time, guys. Love you all. Relentless to the top. UWE, back to you, Myra.
Awesome. Phenomenal job, sis. Thank you so much for that. It's really great to just see you grow and hear you and see all that you've really transformed yourself into and giving that back. Those are things that even from day one, anyone could go ahead and learn from those tips. I mean, team, let's show her some love in the chat, right? And thank you all. Big salute to everyone for sticking it out and sticking through this training. I know it's been a little bit longer than what we normally do, but you know what? I wouldn't have taken any single part of it away whatsoever. I think it was all phenomenal. I mean, Bianca, from the testimonies from the start to everyone, Tishia, I mean, Susanne, Dominique, come on now, really. Again, huge congrats to everyone that's always pouring out into each other in the team, right? So in closing, I'm actually gonna go ahead and bring on, to close off tonight's training session, you've heard his name drop throughout the entire night tonight. He has a great deal of he's been a great deal, in a great way, responsible for all the growth that has happened here in Tampa. He's been someone that from the beginning has always been there for me, someone I get to reach out to and supportive as well. I've witnessed his growth and his journey. And again, his name was dropped so many times tonight because he really has influenced and impacted so many people. And I couldn't think of any other person that would be better at celebrating the announcement for the entire team tonight. So I know I saw him as an attendee, but either Criss or Jackie, if you can go ahead and put our executive ambassador, David Marquez, as the co-host, so you can go ahead and share some info with us. David, are you on? Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here. Can you guys hear me and see me okay?
Yes, take it away.
All right. Well, wow, phenomenal, man. All I can say is the women are crushing it. You know, fellas, we do got to step it up. Okay. I do believe that women are successful always in network marketing in this industry. But man, where my fellas at, man? Where you guys at? We got to step this up, okay? So I thought the training was very well called for. I know a lot of people didn't know how to do the event right. I'm going to show you guys something real quick, and then we're done, okay? If you guys, tell me if you can see my screen. You guys are able to see it?
Yes, you're all good.
Awesome. So check it out. I just did my Eventbrite while we were on the training. So if you guys haven't done it yet, make sure you do it, because I was literally following everything Bianca was saying. And if you look right here, this is it right here. I just did it right now. And this also aligns with what I'm about to share with you guys. So we normally do our PBR event Mondays, every single Monday at Glory Days, and then we shifted to Before Brady's. Well, this upcoming Monday is October 31st. And so we were thinking, man, we never cancel a PBR. And in fact, every single year, we've had phenomenal turnouts by whenever we would do these themed events. And so we did a PBR training on themed events, right? This is what it looked like. This was one of ours at Glory Days. You can see everybody dressed up right here. We had Arnold as Mr. Presentation Man. You know, we had Wednesday. You see all of it's fun for everybody, guys. But what we're going to do this upcoming Monday, right? And I'm excited to announce, we are actually going to have our first PBR in Land O'Lakes Before Brady's location. And that's going to start at 8 o'clock. Now, I know some of you guys got kids, some of you guys got family, and I know maybe you guys want to take your kids to go get candy. Well, this PBR event is literally in the entrance of my neighborhood where you guys are welcome. We do it big out here. They do a lot of fun events. And so anybody that wants to come from 5 to 7, 5 to 7:30 and trick or treat with their kids, you guys are more than willing. We'll get you guys the address. You guys can park at the Lodge Clubhouse, and we're going to have golf carts, and it's going to be fun for everybody. But at 8 o'clock, right, 7:30, we stop. We're going to end it at the entrance of our neighborhood right here. And there's a Before Brady's that you guys can attend and invite, right? It's going to be a Power of Wealth transfer. We're doing costume contests, scariest costume, you know, sexiest costume, best couple, you know, most original. And we're going to be giving out prizes. So it's going to be fun for the entire family. Before Brady's, it's a nice spot that we got. They gave it to us, and it's going to be at 8 o'clock. So take the tips that obviously you got tonight from both trainers, right? From Bianca and Criss Barriner. And I'm going to show you guys again. This is what I did. I literally, while I was on here, it took me not even 5 minutes to go ahead and put this up. It's a free event, Halloween business networking event at B4 Brady's in Land O'Lakes. I put the date and time, you know, from 7 to 10. We're going to probably get there around 7:30. Some people are going to come earlier, obviously, because maybe they got curfews with their kids going out and making sure they get home. But all the information is right here, you know, and here again, it tells them, look, about this event, promote your business, learn about wealth, how to build personal and business credit, and how to get funding for your business. Since it's going to be October 31st, it's also going to be a Halloween party with costume contests, with cash prizes and giveaways, right? Free event, bring a friend, bring a guest. Guys, I did that all while this training was going on. If I can do it, so can you. So with that being said, guys, I just wanted to let you know, you all are invited over to my house, and you guys can bring your family, kids, and we're going to have a great time that night. So I look forward to seeing everybody. And if you are not here in the local market, sorry guys, but we will see you guys soon. You guys can obviously promote the webinar and events that we do have coming up, just like Bianca was sharing with you guys. So on that note, I'm going to give it to you, Myra. I'm done. You guys have a phenomenal night, and God bless.
Thank you, everyone. And yes, we have definitely gotten a lot of information, a lot of value, and great ways to connect throughout the night. I don't want to prolong this any further. Thank you, David. Thank you, Bianca. Thank you, Criss. Thank you, Tishia. Thank you, Dominique. Thank you, Susanne. And really just thank you to everyone for attending and still staying on. The recording will be shared. God bless everyone. Let's have an amazing night. We'll see you on the next one.
Good night, guys.
Good night. Good night.
Good night. Blessed night.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night.